And it's always been somebody around me, though, to push me just a little bit. Like, girl, you can do this. You know, that's my angels.
Talk about that more, because I don't think people it's crazy how a little voice like that or a little nudge comes at that moment where it's like, I was getting ready to turn the lights off in this joint. And then somebody's like, nah.
Yes, it matters.
Tribe is critical. Like those voices.
It's critical. And I don't even think, that's why I do think it's spirit, because I don't know if people are actually doing that to knowing that it's going to change your life.
Yeah.
You just changed my life.
That's why.
Keep singing.
You got to listen.
Yes.
God is talking all the time.
Yes.
And it's not God. It's our interpretation of his voice that puts us in positions to miss. But every now and then there's that synchronicity. Things align in a way that says, oh, and that's beautiful. Thank you. And that's why I'm trying to connect with my intuition more and listen and listen. It helps. It's a skill too, though, and it's something that I think it's a lot easier to do when you get older. Like as you get older, because you've made so many mistakes by not listening, that you've got a large data set to draw from to be like, oh, okay, I need to do this.
Yep.
But it's actual practice, and maybe if that kind of practice had started maybe earlier. But as I'm older now, it's easier for me to just don't even question it. Like move with a certain sense of knowing.
Yes.
As opposed to thinking.
Right.
And they're two very different things.
Yeah. Man. I feel like that's where I am in my life. There's a part of me that's still doing a little thinking. And then there's the other part that's like, there's a knowing, like,
Same. That's, I call it fear sometimes. What do you think it is?
Yeah, it's fear. If I think about the thinking and what's there, it's fear.
Do you typically manage fear well?
I don't know until after I've conquered a thing.
I like that.
I don't know.
I like that. What I think is really cool about that is we lie very well. And sometimes it's not until you're out of the lie where you realize you were lying.
Yeah.
Like, because you can convince yourself of something if you tell yourself it long enough. And fear is one of those things that just creeps. It's just a part of life in a way that you can't recognize that, oh, I was moving in fear.
Yep.
At that moment. I didn't even realize I was moving in fear.
Oh my gosh.
I was moving in fear.
Yep.
And I'm trying to be more mindful of moving in fear, but to the point that you make, sometimes I don't know if I'm in fear till I'm out of the fear.
Right.
Oh, I was being fearful.
Oh, that's what that was.